Hello everyone, welcome to the Car Spectrum. Brandon here. Beautiful day here in New York. I'm here with my brother and his C4 and my dad and his C7. But today we're going to make a video on the C4. And the video I'd like to make is 5 things that annoy me about the C4. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the car very much. I think C4 was a great generation of Corvette, but there is a few things that bother me. So, we're going to go over that today and see if anyone else has the same issues with it I have. So the first thing I'd like to go over, and I feel like a lot of C4 owners have the same issue, is this door seal hump right here. Now, I believe General Motors put this in here for structural rigidity of the car to help it more stable at high speeds and just an overall structural purpose. But to get in and out of this and go over the hump, in and out of this hump, you know, especially if this is your daily driver, definitely the first thing on the list that I would say annoys me about the C4. The second thing that bothers me about the C4s is where they have some of their controls, specifically the windshield wipers, and also where the windows are too. Now the windows I'm a little used to because I used to have an IROC and it did have the windows in the same spot. But when I first got the C4 and I was trying to figure out where the windshield wipers were, I'm looking over here somewhere on the stalk, somewhere in this area, but it wasn't there. They have it right here on the door for you. So that is definitely the second thing that's a little annoying about the C4, that I wish all the controls were relatively in the same spot. The third thing I don't like about the C4 is the way you have to take off the roof. I think this is a pain, big pain. So to take these off, you have to unbolt 4 separate bolts. You got one up here, you got one on the other side, and then you have 2 in the back. That is definitely an annoyance, and I wish there was a better way to do it. You know, like the T-Tops with the IROCs, you just pop off, you know, this little latch here, and you pop it off, you take the roof off. I understand why they did it, but definitely a pain, and that is number 3 on what I don't like about the C4. The fourth thing I don't like about the C4 Vettes is the size of these cup holders. Very small, there's only one. I know this is, you know, a nitpicky quirk that some people don't care about because they think Corvettes are race cars and they don't need the cup holder anyway. But for me, as a cruiser, I'd like to see a bigger cup holder in the C4 Corvettes. There is aftermarket modifications you could do to make it bigger. They have ones you could attach to the sides. A few things you could do to, you know, make that a little bit better for yourself. But that's definitely the fourth thing that annoys me about the C4s. And the fifth and final thing I don't like about C4s, we're actually going to have to go to my brother's car because I took mine out for weight reduction. And that's where the spare tire is located. See if you guys can see it, but it's right underneath here. That's where your spare tools are, spare tires, everything like that. And then you have to jack up the car, but your jack is also in there. So that's a pain to get to, pain to get, you know, back in there. It's just a pain at all. But I actually took mine out for weight reduction. You know, so that's it with that. And those are my 5 things that I don't genuinely like about C4s. But that's where this video is going to end today, guys. You know, stay tuned for more updates. We are going to be making another video. 5 things I do like about my C4. And now, don't get me wrong. I love the C4. I think General Motors did a fantastic job with the car. You know, it's one of the most fun cars I've ever owned, fun to drive. You know, we're going to go over the 5 things we do like about the car. So stay tuned for that. This is Brandon from Car Spectrum, and have a good day, everyone.